potentially the more comfortable character, just to feel out what's happening. Oh no, it's Wolf, pardon me. Assuming wrongly, and to be fair, Wolf's the better character out of the two, able to get back so effectively with what, crucially, I think, separates Wolf from Yoshi, especially in this matchup as we hear Shrouding Dark Cloud on Hollow Bastion of all places. But the crucial difference between these two characters is the fact that Wolf is a lot more exploitable offstage, and having a Shulk in my own region, I am very acutely aware of how well Shulk can punish off stage. A ledge slip fair, and just the Monado generally is so big, it's going to keep you at ledge for a long time here. As we see the Schmixtape applying a lot of percent straight away, Robbie going into speed out, wants to find that reverse nair, but doesn't quite get a follow-up on it. Instead, finds a nair of his own, does the Schmixtape into a normal forward tilt here. Here we go, jump parts applied, the faster aerials are out and about, but they're gone just as quickly. The two speed options in Robbie's arsenal are gone, but not needed. Busters here to cause big damage, Focus Miss.
The one hit is often all Robbie needs. He's playing very well in terms of hits today. Nearly getting 0 to death off the back air. I wonder if he could have gone for something else instead. And unfortunately, if you're not getting those 0 to deaths, it's the difference maker. That could have been a stop one going to RobbieAK47 instead. Schmixtape are going to be very happy with just 79% on the board. Absolutely
a big reversal there from Robbie, but answered straight back. Did Schmixtape wanted to use the smash out there, and the Monado forward air reaching so far below, waiting for the side B, but Schmixtape drifting so expertly, using that jump at just the right moment to make sure he could get back to stage. Wants the back air to deal big damage and send Robbie back off stage, but once again, Robbie sat there waiting for the side B. The Wolf Flash is not coming out at the moment. Robbie, you've got to adapt, and adapt he does, using speed out, sprinting as fast as he can to make sure the forward air connects.
When Robbie is hitting his edge guards, you know he's playing well. He's something I see a lot of Robbie sets, and a lot of time when he's not on it, he's not getting enough mileage from the neutral ones he does get. Instead, I'm seeing like 0 to 60, 0 to 80, and then hits off stage to death. This is something I'm very happy to see from Mr. AK47. Because he needs it. Like, otherwise, Schmixtape has this very strong punch game, very disciplined neutral. He's winning neutral a lot. He's sort of smothering Shulk quite well.
It's in those moments where Robbie's finding that little gap in the game. There we are, wanting the forward air, reversing it, and using the normal one as well, but using Shulk to get out dodge. Wants a up air, which is such a devastating maneuver, but instead it's a dash attack from Wolf. Jump parts out. The recovery is going to be so high. You can do so much more versatile. Just a simple roll to get back on stage, avoiding the edge guard here, but straight back to ledge, and there we go, going into Buster. Lovely air dodge. Jump was not saved, and Robbie's stock is gone again off the back of a laser.
Very good stuff from Schmixtape, snuffing out any momentum that Robbie may have. It's very scary though. I don't think you want to be scrapping with Shulk when he's in smash art.
Oh my lord, the up tilt there from Robbie was a strong move regardless whether or not you got smash art, and using it to just try and put the fear in Schmixtape, but playing so calm. Up throw is straight out, and shield art answers back here. Robbie going for the air slash, but not quite going to kill. You'd need a smash art to seal it out. Maybe one more may do it, but we'll have to see. Hollow Bastion sealing, of course, is not the tallest in the world, getting a lovely back air, and there's the first Wolf Flash. Saying to Robbie, get away from me. The reverse there, not quite sealing it out, but here we are back at ledge. Something is going to have to give here. Is Robbie's edge guarding going to falter? It is after a neutral aerial Focus Miss.
It's very unfortunate. This should have been the stop after the get up attack whiffed. Instead of the up F air whiffed as well. It's given Schmixtape another chance and a lot of rage to boot. Gonna be the F tilt, swatting the Wolf away, and it's not too far behind for Robbie. But it's gonna be tough, because Schmixtape is gonna be very aware of the lead that he has, and he's not going to overextend as much as Robbie's hoping.
Yeah, you really just, you know, we talk about how aggressive Wolf can be in Schmixtape, obviously trying to show it versus Pyrometer previously when fighting space, and we've seen it at the start of this game as well, able to, as you see, snuff Shulk out, oppress the character so well, ready for an aggressive punish there. And what Schmixtape has done so well is just keep in Robbie's face. The back throw off the shield art. Buster's here to build percentages. Things go very wrong if Robbie's able to connect. I love the retreating neutral air, sweeping so far with everything the Monado can do, and straight out of speed, straight over, getting into speed to try and get in the face of Schmixtape here. Swinging fast, but it doesn't matter how fast you swing, it's how hard you hit. And Schmixtape's hit a back air and an F tilt at ledge, wants to finish things with a back air, but Robbie being patient as can be, staying down, not jumping into it. Smash shots here, and back throws off Robbie.
Very bold grab from Schmixtape. but it was what he needed to take that game. Like, Smash Art is a double-edged sword. If Robbie was aware of what was going on, what Schmixtape was hungry for, that could have been game. Gets maybe spot dodge up smash, who knows? But because he faltered, because he got grabbed out of the corner, got back thrown, got thrown out to the corner, game 1 goes to Schmixtape, but that was not a comfortable game, I have to be honest.
No, definitely not. Shulk is a character who can reverse things so horribly quickly through the use of the Monado arts, with the use of the speed art to just get there and start swinging as fast as you can, but then also retreat again to make sure you're not going to get punished for it. The Buster's going to tack on so much damage, and with the modified knockback leads to routes that you would not be expecting. Let's see if Robbie can apply these arts and create a masterpiece of a second game here, or will Schmixtape continue to snuff out Shulk?
Played very well. At the start you were wondering like why Schmix goes to Wolf and not to Yoshi. Yoshi's not the best matchup, and I know Robbie does not do too well normally against our local London Wolf, Minimo.
It's strange to hear you say that. Minimo and London local, that hurts a bit.
Robbie does have a lot of practice in this matchup, and it may be more than Schmixtape has versus Shulk, and it's showing if he's playing as disciplined as he is here, pushing advantage as well as he is. But it needs to be, you need to go that extra mile, I feel.
No, 100%, you're absolutely spot on there. Just pushing things so effectively there with the use of Buster R, but straight back into it with Schmixtape with a couple hits, but not enough. Robbie using the speed of Shulk with the speed art ready to punish an F-throw there. Potentially could have been an up the outer shield to really seal things, but the fear of the smash art is enough to cause a less than stellar recovery there from Schmixtape, who just got reversed in there. Yet again, shield art is out to stop any Wolf combo game, and just a simple jab, enough to do it. There we go. Just ready to punish though, using shield art, reduced knockback to his advantage there is Schmixtape, and getting the up air into the back air, which normally would not be connecting.
That's some very nice matchup knowledge on display from Schmixtape. I'm very impressed. Needs to go that extra mile. Can he get that stock from the ledge? Not really adapting to what Robbie's doing in the corner. Robbie holding his own and finding a way out. That's all he needs, especially when he's whittled down the timer to get a little bit of that shield art back on deck. Not going to opt into it and instead get back aired to oblivion, as we're back to even stocks here.
We're talking about timers there, and Robbie taking the time to just measure his movements in the corner, just not ready to get out of, just okay to sit back and relax as you wait for Wolf to do something that means you can get out, and that patience is what Robbie is renowned for, being so careful in everything he does. Schmixtape at the moment though, taking advantage of that patience with some well-earned patience of his own, leading to a blaster into a back throw here, and wanting to keep Robbie in the corner, which he still is, even though you've knocked Wolf away. He's not the fastest dude knocking about, but he's still able to get about once a bold down smash read, so really send a message here, but it's instead back to neutral. Buster arts out, and when you're at the percentage that Robbie is, you don't really mind taking that bit extra damage, because so long as you don't go into the blast zone, it's absolutely fine. Shield arts out, and the edge guard, the situation's reversed. That forward air could have been huge, but the back throw's going to be bigger, and things have gone back in the favor of RobbieAK47, whose patience pays off.
I saw a little smile from Robbie as he got that back throw. He knows it really shouldn't have happened, it shouldn't have worked, but what matters is the stock count at the end of the day. Robbie smiling, nodding his head, knows he got outplayed there.
That's fair enough, you know.
It's a very even position here. Robbie has adapted very well in these close quarter situations. It's something I'm very impressed with. But so is Schmixtape. He's making moves as well. He's playing the corner situation very well. He did let it slip at the second stock, but he's doing enough to keep ahead, keep himself in a very strong position. It comes down to how he plays around the arts, how he plays around what Robbie's intentions are. What can he do here? Hopunk finds the up tilt, snatches the jump. The smash off is out. It's getting very scary here. He's glowing.
Going for those big hits while smash art was available, and using the shield out there to get back. The knockback was going to be reduced, so was the recovery, but Robbie in such a good position there just to get straight back, ready to punish out a shield, but not quite getting it there. Schmixtape has pushed and pushed and pushed advantage so very well, but Robbie's coming back with these big single hits. Here we go off stage. I'm not afraid to come all the way out because I am green and I can leap. Coming out all the way to challenge Schmixtape, whose Wolf was at that point, if the jump wasn't saved, gone anyway. But the fact that Robbie made a point to make sure things were done. Finishes food. That's what won him that game. A beautiful use of jump art to chase Wolf for one of the first times that game.
This is the best I've seen Robbie play in such a long time. Robbie after work going to Matlon does not hit that forward air. He does not play this disciplined in the corner, does not make these adaptations up close. I am so impressed by how he's playing. And I feel like, even though it's not something that anyone really would have expected, he may make this huge upset on Schmixtape if he plays like that.
We'll have to see as we go back to Hollow Bastion, the site of Schmixtape's first victory, and straight into Smash Art to make sure no follow-up can come out from Wolf. But it's the Buster switch, maybe a bit ill-advised, as Wolf is able, because of that reduced knockback, to get those big hits. And expiring shield art as well for a massive punish. Lovely back air there to finish off what was a very costly string. But Robbie straight back into it with jump art, and now speed. He's swinging the Monado wildly. Monado boys looking pretty hot right now. Wants to punish with a Smash Art forward air and waiting, trying to force out a more exploitable recovery in the form of the Wolf Flash, but instead goes for punishes on the re-grabs. No down airs quite yet, but Robbie has brought this one back emphatically, despite Schmixtape then applying an edge guard situation.
Very good stuff from Robbie to stay alive here. Playing the matchup very, very well at the moment, but it's not enough. You need to stay alive just a little bit longer. That up smash is abhorrent. It is unethical. That scoop from so far away. Robbie thought he could dash to center stage, but it got clipped. He got scooped, and he lost that first stock. And sometimes the stock difference is what makes everything. But it's going to be back to even here. 2 stocks apiece. Very good up tilt in Smash Art to get the stock.
Abhorrent, unethical, but certainly effective. But even is how we find this game at the moment here. Percentages may not be, but a couple Buster Art hits certainly would have done it. Robbie straight back into the shield art, which is an amazing way to get a few little straight hits here, forcing Schmixtape the Legend just waiting, wants the down air, but every time he's gone for it, he's not quite connected it. Once a punish there to Schmixtape F-smashing player 3, who was not quite ready for that one. Robbie gets back air though, and here we go, jump art is selected, but straight back into shield. Really good awareness of obviously what Schmixtape would have wanted, but really good awareness of what Shulk can use his tools for. Wants a dash to get a punish, but Buster does not quite get used as effective as Robbie would hope. It's back to speed and back to some fast hits here. Wants the down air again, but gets a back air for his troubles.
Very unfortunate. He didn't clean up that edge guard. He ends up dying for it. That back air out of the corner off the jump. Something you have to respect against Wolf, because that's so strong. Very good stuff. Denying a reversal off the ledge. This is an even stock position again. And Robbie is coming alive here. Hop punks. He's got that hit. Gonna eat a bit of damage, but he's reset. There's no jump here. Oh! Gonna take it. Not just yet. There's still no jump. Can you close it out? Yes, smash. We're 2-1 up. Robbie 1 game away from making an immense upset. This is incredible stuff from Robbie.
Robbie turned red and Schmixtape was dead. An amazing switch out of the previous art to get Smash online. And while Schmixtape's recovery was difficult, it was made even more so by the fact that you've got Shulk up being you at 60 and there's a kill screen there. But to finish the job, Robbie had finally achieved what he'd been trying to do that whole game, forcing out Wolf Flash. And in a flash, it wasn't Robbie that was gone, it was Schmixtape, a massive F-smash with a massive Smash Art to take Robbie into a 2-1 lead here.
The big guns are out here. The big yellow man, that dinosaur is here, and he's not here to play. He needs to make some big adjustments in order to force game 5 and take the set to avoid getting upset here. I think that Schmixtape has been caught spot dodging in after whiffing the move a lot. Robbie is just like actually very aware of that, and he's doing things like delayed nair to get something started. It's something I'm very impressed by. He understands when it's his turn, and he's and when it's not, he's playing the game very, very disciplined. Is our friend Robbie.
Lovely catch there with the obey just to get Yoshi going off stage and pressuring the shield very effectively there, which isn't something, you know, that we've seen quite a lot here. We've seen sort of back and forth hit each other all the time, but Yoshi more than comfortable to sit in a shield that completely covers his body. Robbie has been pressuring so well, now and continues to ramp things up, getting a brilliant call out into a smash or F smash. Yoshi's not the lightest creature going, but is certainly susceptible to Shulk's shenanigans there. Here we go. Things are getting a little bit more dire here as Robbie seeming far more comfortable now that Wolf's effective arsenal is completely gone, drifting so far but able to come back because of the jumper, dodging around the F smash because of the aerial mobility, and just swinging the Monado once to convert into something, or even just a single hit, just establish the pressure. Brilliant shield art to avoid certain death there, and this smash, the up smash Padawan, is not able to get it done either. That was costly as can be, because that down B is exploitable as can be, and Robbie, as cool as a cucumber, was able to get straight in, just standing there and threatening Smash R, but the threat was overcome by Schmixtape. Smash R is here, and Schmixtape is not focus miss.
Robbie, one stock away, a full stock up. You know the vibes. You know what he wants to do. He has 5 minutes left, but I don't think he cares. This is incredible stuff from Robbie, but he's been opened up here only for 27. I feel like that this matchup, when you don't know what you're doing as Yoshi, becomes so hard. Robbie, though, he's played this matchup to the death with Reptile, to the death with Tyler. Does very well, knows what he's doing. I feel like Schmixtape is a little bit lost.
Yeah, I don't think that's too uncertain. The great net get out disadvantage there. The UK Tyrant of Timeout is having a brilliant time at the moment. Lovely up tilt, down tilt as well, and just pressuring the shield again of Yoshi with the Buster art. It's big, and the down smash would have definitely broken that shield, which was slowly starting to crack under the pressure that RobbieAK47 is applying, contesting Yoshi's aerial mobility with a jump art, going solo just to avoid any potential edge guard with a 4-day. Yoshi, you know, obviously has that big flutter jump with the super armor, but can't afford to go so low in case it doesn't quite work out. Trying just to get a straight hit and convert into anything, but it's Schmixtape keeping cool as can be and punishing Robbie, whose lead has slowly but surely started to evaporate.
This is the moment for Robbie. It all rides on this. Can he make the most of this advantageous position, this game lead, this descent lead? There's no jump, doesn't get the up air, but it's still a very strong position for Robbie. He has to hold his own, does not get overwhelmed. Finds the down throw, back air, very good. This is his game, his set to win.
Certainly keeping it cool. The time is ticking down, and potentially so is Schmixtape's time. Smash Art is here. Robbie in no danger. Wants to get anything, but doesn't quite use it. Smash Art is gone, but Robbie's chances are not. A beautiful use there of the back air. Wants a forward edge for a quick finish. Robbie going for vision of all things, which is obviously most effective in Shield Art, but not finding these grabs have been so measured, so effective. Great stuff by Schmixtape. Jump out here, and Robbie isn't. Forward into F smash. The lead evaporated, and so has Robbie. That is a testament to Schmixtape's high level experience. Keeping it cool. Yes, you're Shulk. Yes, you've got a sword. Yes, I'm at 120. Yes, I'm a stock down. But I can still do it, and managing to do so in such an effective way, just keeping calm. Robbie was hungry, desperate to close things out, ready to secure the set. And a few of those options again, like the vision, like the shield, were just a little bit ill-advised. Robbie wasn't able to close that one out, and that's got to be playing on your mind as we enter Game 5 of this set. I am Hobpunks, and I am joined by the illustrious Focus Miss. We've seen both players swing so hard. Let's see who's going to get that spot in top 12 Focus Miss.
This is a testing, this is a proving ground for Robbie. Many players, they lose a game like that in that fashion when you're so far ahead. And get come back on that in that fashion, you crumble, you fold, you are gone. But Robbie needs to be unfazed. He was so close. Everything up until the last 30 seconds was golden. He was loving the game. He needs more of the first 75% of that game 4, less of the final quarter. And if he can channel that energy, he can make this upset. It's definitely not out of the question. Schmixtape adapted very well. He has that discipline, but he's down a full stop. Very good stuff from Robbie.
7% is all you can say. The shield art out, but your stock's gone away. Let's see the vision. Oh, I've had a vision. And Robbie sees himself taking this game. Wants a forward air, a fast fix to that deficit. Does the Schmixtape, but it's a down smash actually. It's going to secure things. Robbie getting at ledge, but able to get straight back up the corner. And suddenly, the down air in the speed art is enough. The double jump armor lasting that little bit, and Robbie wasn't quite ready for it there. But here we are, high in the sky. But Robbie's gone down, down, down.
And I don't think he's going down swimming. That fair traded with Yoshi's fair. What a crazy, crazy interaction. But Schmixtape will be very happy to take it. He needs that. When you get 0 to death, when you go down a stock against a player like Robbie, it can be so hard to find your openings to get that stock back. He's found it though, but he has to land. He has to land, has to find central footing. He has to find himself into a better position.
Superb sharking with the up airs. There wants a third one, and shield out's gone. Robbie nearly was. Schmixtape was ready for the air dodge, but just a hair too late to actually connect it. For there, Robbie's only at 30%, almost triple that is Schmixtape. Smash Art's here, and Schmixtape isn't. We saw this first stock though. Robbie was able to seal it out, but Schmixtape, as cool as can be, closed things out. One more stock is what the crowd reckon, and Robbie's got to keep that patience. You cannot have a repeat of last game because you were in this position, but you weren't landing these big hits. We are seeing Robbie pile on percentage here. Speed art's active. These big hits are coming out. Jump art to just go low, avoid any possibility of a forward air. The F smash is avoided as well. Focus miss. It's getting intense as this continues.
Here's Robbie's clawing his way in, but he's panicking a lot in these disadvantageous positions. Robbie has to be very careful. I don't know who the crowd's referring to, but either way, it's very, very scary. There's no jump. This should be it. This should be it. But it's not. Schmixtape finds himself back into it. But you have to be careful with smash art. Shulk. The red man is gone. The green man is out. The jump is caught. Kill. Bounce back. Last stock. You can't let this happen again, Robbie. You cannot lose 2 in a row. Looking for the same roll. Up tilt read again. Schmixtape taking his time. This is so scary. The up tilt's not killing. I can't believe it.
Glancing hit there with a smash shot up to which certainly if it complete its attack would have sealed things out. Robbie though back to keeping things at ledge, not going for a big smash read, a big back air instead. RobbieAK47 seals it out with a humongous read.
Incredible stuff. He's not letting that slip. 2 games in a row. Played it perfectly. Kept his cool. I'm so proud, so happy for Robbie to make that insane upset. Does not crumble, does not falter at that small setback in Game 4. Comes back fighting in Game 5 and moves on to top 12. He is 1 away from top 8 at the largest UK tournament, Hopunks. What insane scenes.
That was absolutely brilliant, and even in those last few moments, Robbie stops chasing smash art, stops going for that quick fix, which Schmixtape had used effectively with Yoshi forward air. But Robbie said, no, I can take my time, I can chill out, and I don't have to swing. I don't need smash art, I just need Shulk. And playing so perfectly, just swinging, just those forward airs, the nairs, keeping Schmixtape at bay. Robbie more than ready to just keep it calm and punish with the biggest move that Shulk has among his aerials. A brilliant bit of late game adaptation, an amazing upset, and a fantastic result. Well done, Robbie.
I'm very happy I got to be there in person for that upset. What a set. Very good stuff for him. And from one fan favorite